What's up, anime lovers? Ever been down bad, but still dreaming of waking up OP in another world? Yeah, same. Today we're diving into 10 isekai anime where our main characters start from the absolute bottom, like zero, nada, but slowly level up into total legends. So grab your snacks, your plushies, and let's jump into it. Number 10, Monster Rancher. Okay, Monster Rancher is one of those old school gems that doesn't get enough credit in modern isekai convos. Like, if Digimon and Pokemon had a slightly weirder cousin who went to trade school instead of college, this would be it. Our guy Genki literally gets sucked into a game, classic 2000s energy, and lands in a world filled with monster battles, ancient legends, and that weirdly charming creature named Maki. At first, Genki's just a hyperactive kid with a dream and zero survival skills, but through sheer grit and some tear-jerking friendship arcs, he becomes the backbone of the team. This show is straight-up nostalgic fuel. If you grew up watching Fox Kids after school, this one hits like a warm hug from your childhood. It's clunky at times, sure, but the journey from nothing to hero arc? Certified gold. Number 9. The magical revolution of the reincarnated princess and the genius young lady. You know when the title is longer than your grocery list, it's going to be chaotic. And deliciously so. Anisfia, the reincarnated princess, is basically royalty with zero magic talent, which in her world is like being a Formula One driver with no license. So what does she do? She says, screw magic, and invents her own kind of techno-magic using science and pure hustle. I respect the grind. What really sells this show is the dynamic between Anisfia and Euphilia, the genius young lady who gets unfairly dumped by her fiancé and ends up partnering with our wild princess. Together, they're an unstoppable combo of brains and chaos. And let me tell you, Anisfia is the kind of chaotic good energy we all need in our lives. She's bold, she's wild, and she literally rewrites the rules of her world. Talk about going from zero to GOAT. Number 8, Magic Knight Rayearth. If you've ever asked, why isn't there a magical girl show that's also an isekai with giant robots and swords? Magic Knight Rayearth heard you. 3 ordinary high school girls, Hikaru, Umi, and Fu, get summoned to a fantasy world and told, hey, save the kingdom, with absolutely no training or preparation. Like, can I at least get a starter kit? What makes this series hit is that they struggle, they cry, they question the mission. But by the end, they're piloting magic mechs and slicing through enemies like seasoned warriors. It's an emotional roller coaster packed with 90s-style drama and art that still holds up. Also, the twist ending? I won't spoil it, but trust me, it hits hard. This ain't your average magical girl romp. Number 7. Meru Heaven, Mare, Merchant Awakens Romance. This one's for the shonen fans who like their isekai with a side of edgy drip and over-the-top weapons. Ginta, our MC, is literally a weak, nerdy daydreamer in the real world, the kind of guy who gets winded walking upstairs. But once he's tossed into the world of Mare, he's suddenly got super strength, stamina, and a magical weapon partner named Babbo, a talking metal clown hammer. Yes, it's just as insane as it sounds. The show is like Yu-Gi-Oh! Met Full Metal Alchemist at a rave. Ginta starts off completely clueless, but over time becomes this fearless leader with big main character energy. The power-ups are wild, the villain designs are chef-le... Wait, can't say that. You know what I mean. If you like watching underdogs glow up through sheer fight spirit and bizarre magical tools, this one's a hidden gem. Number 6, Kemono Michi Rise Up. Okay, now we're in full meme territory. Kemono Michi is what happens when a pro wrestler gets isekai'd into a fantasy world. And instead of slaying monsters, he opens a pet shop. You think I'm joking? Nah, Genzo the MC suplexes the princess who summoned him and dedicates his life to cuddling magical beasts. It's like if Steve Irwin was built like Brock Lesnar. This anime is absolutely unhinged in the best way. Genzo doesn't care about saving the world or becoming a hero. He just wants to snuggle with fluffy creatures. But along the way, he accidentally builds a ragtag party, gains fame, and becomes a weirdly respected and feared figure in the land. And honestly, he's OP in the most hilarious way possible. If you're burnt out from the usual Dark Lord versus hero trope, this one is comedy gold. Number 5. Myra Mashita, Iruma-kun. Alright, Iruma-kun is peak comfort anime, and don't let the cutesy art style fool you. This boy glows up. Iruma's sold to demons by his deadbeat parents, yikes, and suddenly he's adopted by a powerful demon grandpa who loves him like no one else ever did. He gets enrolled in a demon school where humans are supposed to be like a gourmet snack. But instead of dying, Iruma starts building friendships, unlocking hidden powers, and rising through the ranks. At first, he's just trying to stay under the radar, but the universe won't let him be basic. This show has that wholesome chaos where even the villains end up becoming homies. Also, that evil cycle version of Iruma? Absolute menace. Dude becomes smooth, confident, and low-key scary in the best way. Number 4, Kyo Karamao. Another classic that deserves a revival. Yuri, our main dude, gets flushed down a toilet, yes, really, and ends up becoming the Demon King in another world. Not metaphorically, a literal Demon King. What makes Yuri special is that he doesn't start with any real strength or confidence. He's just a soft-spoken, baseball-loving teen who suddenly has to deal with politics, sword duels, magical conspiracies, and some very romantic tension with his all-male advisors. It's funny, clever, and surprisingly deep at times. Plus, Yuri's growth from clueless outsider to respected king is so satisfying to watch. The world building? Chef? Okay, no forbidden phrases, but trust me, it's rich. Bonus points for the unintentional BL vibes that still live rent-free in fans' heads. Number 3, Summoned to Another World for a second time. Let's talk about second chances, and I mean literal ones. Our protagonist was summoned to a fantasy world once, saved it, came back to the real world, and now he's being summoned again. But here's the twist. He remembers everything from his first time around. That means while everyone else is scrambling like it's episode 1, he's playing 4D chess from the jump. It's kind of like watching your friend replay a Souls game with all the boss moves memorized. Effortless. He starts from the bottom publicly, but behind the scenes, this man is built different. He's strategic, sarcastic, and secretly OP. What's not to love? If you like stories where the MC is always 10 steps ahead but still pretending to be average, this one delivers. Number 2, high school prodigies have it easy, even in another world. Now this show is pure wish fulfillment turned up to 11. 7 literal geniuses, like next-level prodigies in medicine, politics, business, tech, get isekai'd together, and instead of panicking, they build a civilization. No joke. One starts a currency system, another forms a military, and one creates a nuclear power plant. Meanwhile, I'm out here struggling to microwave leftovers properly. This anime is straight up wild. It's like Elon Musk, Einstein, and Tony Stark decided to speedrun world domination. The MC, Tsukasa, is a political mastermind who low-key terrifies everyone with how calculated he is. If you like your isekai with a side of extreme competence, this one feels like a power fantasy for nerds. No shade, I'm one of them. Number 1, Jahi-sama wa Kujikinai. Now I know what you're thinking, this ain't your typical isekai. But hear me out. Jahi-sama was a top-tier demon lord in the Dark Realm until she lost her power and got stuck in the human world, living in a cramped apartment and working a part-time job. If that ain't starting from zero, I don't know what is. What makes this series shine is Jahi's sheer stubbornness. She might be broke, exhausted, and constantly humiliated, but she never gives up. Watching her go from fallen royalty to a humble, hardworking gremlin is both hilarious and kinda inspiring. She doesn't get crazy battle powers back immediately, but her character arc is pure fall, rise, fall again, and rise stronger energy. And honestly, we stand a resilient queen. And there you have it, 10 epic isekai journeys where the MCs start at rock bottom but grind their way to greatness. If you've got a favorite Underdog isekai I missed, drop it in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell harder than a level up alert. Stay OP, Anime Fam. See you in the next video.